You know, in the Bible, during the time when the Jewish people were in Egypt, God called Moses. Moses didn't want to go, so Moses went through some trials, and he said he wasn't a good speaker. So Aaron was an eloquent speaker, and he took Aaron with him when he went before Pharaoh. Um, but when Moses was involved with growing up with Pharaoh's um, daughter, wife, Pharaoh himself, um, Moses, in order to try on his own, I think God didn't tell him to kill the Egyptian soldier, but one of the soldiers apparently was messing with the Jews and causing them harm, and Moses killed the Egyptian soldier. So Moses, he fled from the scene and went out into a desert area. And after several years, God called Moses again and said, "I want you to go into Egypt and help set my people free." So Moses went this time with a staff in hand, and he went before Pharaoh, and he told Pharaoh, "God says, let my people free." And Pharaoh said, "No." And then another time he brought plagues, and Pharaoh said, "No." Then there was locusts, and Pharaoh said, "No." Then there was flies, and Pharaoh said, "No." And then finally, God says, told the Jewish people to put blood above their doorpost, and he'll bypass them. And that's when Pharaoh made a decree that the people of the Jewish people should be killed if uh, under certain circumstances. So the Jewish people painted blood on their doorsteps, and of course the angel of death passed by them. But in all circumstances involved in life, we are all given choices. You know, Moses led the people almost to the promised land, but then Moses disobeyed God and never made it to the promised land, although he could see it. He didn't get in. And that's like all sinners. In the Word of God, you can see salvation, but if you don't accept God's free gift of salvation, you can't get into heaven. And if you need to know how to get to heaven, please send a message to me. I'll tell you. Please subscribe to our channel, like, and pass it on, and pray for America. We need God to come back.